hits of the entire game. And unlike some of our players who had to go to the medical tent, like I always say, they don't make them like they used to. So, no, but I was really proud of our team this whole season, actually, to win 10 games, to go through a rough patch when Bryce was hurt. Now he's healthy again, which makes us a different kind of team, I think. You know, it's a great win to win in the Iron Bowl for our players. It's great that they won 10 games, but I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is the fact that when everybody thought they were out of it, and there was a lot of naysayers out there, that this team didn't give up on themselves. They didn't give up on each other. They kept fighting and won some tough games to finish the season. So I'm really proud of the fact that everybody hung in there, stayed together, and continued to try to get better. And we've had a lot of injuries, had a lot of guys that missed some time. So gave other people opportunities, but I'm really proud of the way that we finished. I know I got asked about the playoffs out there, but you know, unbeknownst to me, I didn't know who won, who lost, or anything else. You know, it's a great opportunity for our team to be considered. I think we lost 2 games on the road against 2 top 10 teams by 4 points. So we are a good football team, and hopefully people will recognize that.
Start right here. On that topic, in the past 2017, you campaigned through interviews before the playoffs were selected. Do you plan on doing something like this year to campaign for your team's chance to play in the playoff?
Look, if I think it'll help our team, I'll certainly do that. I haven't really thought about it to this point. So, you know, my whole focus was win this game. That's the best opportunity we had for anything good to happen for us. And, you know, to win the Iron Bowl is a significant accomplishment for our team and for our fans, which we certainly appreciate. And this team to win 10 games. So I haven't really thought about any of those things beyond that. And I'm really proud of our players because I don't think they were thinking about anything except that as well.
Yeah, you guys had some big passing plays this game. What do you think was behind that success, or what was the approach you guys had?
Well, we did a lot of quality control, you know, before this game to break every tendency that we had. We did some different formations, different presentations of things that we did, different play action passes, and you know, it paid off for us. And I think being able to run the ball a little bit effectively early, you know, kind of set up some of those things from a play action standpoint. And, you know, Bryce played really well. And I thought the receivers played well. A couple of balls we maybe could have caught, and, you know, it was tough interception down there at the end of the game. Could have iced the game right then, but all in all, I thought the offense did a really, really good job.
Down the side there.
That was likely the last time we saw Will and Bryce at home at Bryant-Denny Stadium. If that's the case, how would you describe the legacy they've set for themselves?
Well, you know, I think those two guys not only have been great players for the University of Alabama, they've been great leaders for our team. They've been great ambassadors for this university and the way they've represented themselves. And they've set a marvelous example for any upcoming young person who plays sports to emulate them in terms of how they go about what they do, the class and character that they have. And I couldn't be prouder of two guys in terms of what they've contributed, but also how they've represented our program and the university.
And then considering what Bryce is going through this year with the shoulder and all of that, how fulfilling has it been to see him persevere through that?
Well, I tell you what, it was really an example of his grit, his determination, his character, and his commitment to the team. Because he wanted to play for the team, even those weeks that he couldn't really throw much in practice. It might have hurt our development a little bit for the rest of the players on our team, but he still went out and played really, really well, prepared well. And I'm sure he played with a little pain at times, which shows the kind of mental toughness that he has. But the guy's a great competitor. He has great grit, and I can't say enough about what he's done for our team this year.
I want to go back to what you started with when your backs were kind of against the wall and the doubters and everything. What were some of the keys for everyone to keep their focus and put you in this position?
To be honest with you, I think that a lot of the naysayers, a lot of the people that were very negative about this team, a lot of the things that were written and said about this team really united the players. You know, they would say things like, this is all we have, but it's all we need, is the people in this room. And I think if these are our, we have some great fans. We had great fans and a great stadium and a great atmosphere tonight, and we appreciate it. And I appreciate that. I know our players do as well. But people who are negative and naysayers, if they support the University of Alabama, you are hurting the university or hurting the program, because it's a reflection on our culture and how positive we are. And this program was built on positive. It was built on 95,000 people coming to the spring game. When we came here the first spring we were here, and everybody wanted to be a part of that. It wasn't built on naysayers. It wasn't built on negative. It wasn't built on expectations that if we don't succeed at a certain level, that there's going to be a lot of criticism. And I think that actually brought this team together more than anything else. And they wanted to persevere and prove what they could do.
Well, the far side with Charlie.
Over here, Coach. Auburn had a good amount of success running the ball tonight. Just what do you think fresh off the field, the way the defense played?
Well, I'll tell you what, Auburn did a great job with the run game. They created some edges. Some of the plays they ran, you know, when I was 10 years old, we ran a single wing. You guys don't even know what single wing is. But that was my first football. I was the quarterback in the single wing. But the quarterback doesn't do anything in the single wing except block. Some of them plays that they were running with the quarterback, I hadn't seen those since Pop Warner. And they're good plays and they're hard to defend. So their quarterback played an outstanding game from a run standpoint, and they executed, because it's like playing against Wildcat. You know, when the running back's in the backfield and somebody got to go cover the quarterback, except he's a good enough quarterback to run. And then they created some Wildcat situations as well. So they really attacked us on the edges and did a good job of cracking and blocking us on the edges. And we practiced against some of that stuff. We didn't execute it as well as we'd like at times, but they also created some advantages for themselves.
What sort of momentum do you think this offense built over these last couple of games that can translate forward either to the bowl game or into next season as well?
Well, look, I think that what we did on offense tonight was really, really good. We always want to improve. We always want to do better. And I think we want to continue to feature the players that we have in a very positive way and try to get as many players involved as possible. So, but we've had really good production, you know, the last two games, and hopefully we can continue to build on that.
Tony?
This is back-to-back weeks with multiple turnovers forced. Just how big is that? And how big were those two turnovers in the first half to kind of maintain momentum?
Well, I think that's what sort of gave us a lead, is the two turnovers. We capitalized on those two things, and the good field position on the onside kick really was three kind of opportunities that were created with good field position, and we were able to capitalize on those. And I think that was the difference in the game. And when we got ahead a little bit, they kept running it. We didn't tackle very well, which is another issue. On that last run, we must have had 5 guys miss the tackle. So that's something that we're going to have to do a better job of as well. But I thought the turnovers were huge. Turnovers are always big, and they were certainly big tonight, especially early in the game for us to get a lead.
Coach, you're talking about positivity that built the program, but when you see the fans just all in the same way the coaching staff, the players are too, how encouraging is that?
That's great. That's what you need to have a program. That's what you need for people to see the culture and the support and the passion that people have to want to have a successful program. And I think it's huge. I think when people are negative and critical, it makes people have questions about the culture of the program, and the culture of the program here is just as good as it's always been. And the players compete just as well as they always have. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the culture here. We lost 2 games by 4 points. Nobody feels worse about that than me and the players, who made a tremendous commitment to try to win those games in tough places on the road. And nothing else I can say about it. All right. Thank you so much.